question all the time on how to transition a dog to raw dog. But first, like, subscribe, share. Send this to whoever you want to send this to, folks. So check this out. It's quite simple for us, folks. We have two methods. That's it, just two methods. Now, our first method, folks, right? Whether if you have a dog that has never eaten raw dog food before or partially eaten raw dog food, right? The first method would just be to completely fast your dog. Withhold food for 24 hours. Now, you can give water. You definitely need to give water to your dogs to help keep them hydrated and stuff like that. But fast them from their old food for 24 hours. Now, when you're moving them over to raw, right, there is a required daily feeding amount that you should give your dog based on their age and weight. We have a raw feeding calculator that's on our website at irondograw.com. Now, you fast them for 24 hours. After that 24-hour period, you can go ahead and give them their daily feeding requirement. You give them to it 100%. You can do 75% of it. You can do 50%. You can just do 25%. You know, it's totally up to you. Now, for those out there who do not want to go that route, right? And they want to transition their dog over a couple of days and stuff like that. We have a 10-day method, folks. 10-day method. Now, days 1 through 3. This is where we're going to start off at, folks. Right here. You're going now. Hold up, real quick before we get into this, right? What we have in these bowls is we have our Iron Dog Raw Muscle Blend Freeze Dry. Now, we're gonna act like our freeze dry is actually Kibble. It's not Kibble, it's freeze dry, but we're just gonna act like it's Kibble because the questions that we do get from people are coming from people transitioning from Kibble to raw. And so here's where you want to start off at, folks. You're gonna start off with just giving them for the first 3 days 75% of their original food, so Kibble, and then 25% of their recommended daily feeding requirement. And then after those initial 3 days, right, you're gonna then go to days 4 to 6. And days 4 to 6, folks, is gonna be 50-50. 50% of their old food and 50% of their new food. Now, after that 3-day period, over the next 3 days, you're gonna give them 25% of their old food and 75% of their new food. Now, during this whole transitional period, folks, you will actually get to see your dog's involvement with their new food. Whether if they like it, whether they love it, whether they be picky with it and stuff like that. And even for those that do have picky eaters, now you can have dogs, right, out there that are picky eaters. And for those picky eaters out there, folks, here's what I would do. I would just start off with giving them this right here, whatever it may be you use, the Muscle Blend or the Supreme Blend or the Strength and Stamina Blend or the Vitality Blend, just as the treat. That's it. I would cut one blend open and just bag it up over a 7-day period and just give them small pieces of it throughout the week and stuff like that, just as a treat, just to get them used to it. Now, here's the other thing. Okay, after, a 10-day period, right, of doing this, what are we going to do in the 10th day? Well, on the 10th day, folks, we're going to feed them 100%. It's go time. It's ready time. And so that's when, and we got the Vitality Blend right here. We're going to cut this bad boy open. And so you give your dogs 100%, folks. And it's just that simple, folks. Days 1 through 3, days 4 to 6, days 7 to 9 or 10 or whatever the case may be. And then after you finish that, you go completely 100%. Now, since I have my Vitality Blend out, folks, let's talk about it. This is our fruit and veggie blend right here, folks. And this blend, folks, right here's what you're gonna get. You're getting beef muscle, you're getting beef bone, you're getting liver, you're getting kidney, you're getting spleen, you're getting beef trachea, you're getting beef heart, you got sweet potato, you got kale, you got broccoli, You got cranberries and you have apples. That's all in this blend. And as you can see, folks, you can actually see our fruits and veggies. They all are cut up. They all are cut up differently. So there's different cuts and stuff like that. But you can actually see it and hold this stuff in your hand as an example. That's a piece of sweet potato right there, folks. And so when it comes to our fruit and veggie blends, it's none of that pasty type raw dog food where you can't see the fruits and veggies in it. And then on top of that, we have, this is actually whole. I mean, don't cut up, but natural, real whole foods, fruits and veggies and stuff. And so you don't have to worry about any synthetic supplements or vitamins being in our blend, folks. This is all natural. Now, here's the other thing I want to add, right? Because when you're transitioning your dog over to raw dog food, what can happen? Their stews can become soft. They can end up having diarrhea. And here's where 2 additional factors are going to come into play to help be ease on their digestive system, but help coat up the stew. The number 1 thing is pumpkin. You want to add pumpkin to their meals daily. So whether if it's days 1 to 3, day 7, or even once they're 100%, it doesn't matter where you are at in the transition period or even well after the transition period. Always add some pumpkin to your dog's food, and it's a good source of fiber, and again, it's going to help coat up that stew. The other thing is raw meaty bones. Now granted, I don't have none here, but we do have duck wings on our website, and always it's okay to give your dog an extra bone. Though there's bone in here, always toss a raw meaty bone as well. They help clean the teeth, help knock down the plaque and tartar, but it helps coats up the stew. And just from a nutrient standpoint, folks, raw meaty bones have glucosamine carbohydrate in it, which is needed to help repair cartilage, help ease on old joints, achy joints, and stuff like that. And again, in our Vitality blend, we do have beef trachea, which has glucosamine and carbohydrate in it as well. And so, but for those new people out there that be checking us out, look, that's a whole cranberry right there. And so, but once again, we got whole fruits, we got premium blends. But other than that, man, folks, that's how you transition your pups. That's how you transition your dogs. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave your questions in the comment section. Reach out to us on Instagram, contact us, whatever the case may be. Other than that, we do have a giveaway that's ongoing right now. So go to my Instagram. You will see the video. We have a giveaway going on for military personnel and law enforcement personnel as well, that you have a chance of winning some Iron Dog raw food, folks. And I got this thing dirty. The frozen food, you got a chance of winning our freeze-dried food and some raw meaty bones. But other than that, man, we out. I'm about to go feed my dogs so they can go ahead and enjoy this stuff. And I'm gonna get on with my day. Peace.